All right, so today I want to talk about these Auxbeam headlights. So Auxbeam was kind enough to send me a pair of these headlights to actually test out on my car. I've since actually purchased two more sets of these. They sent me the low beams for the Lexus behind me. I purchased the high beams, and then I was actually pretty thrilled with the result. So I bought a pair for my truck as well. But today we're going to be focusing on this car. So you can see before I get started that the headlights are in pretty good shape. They're not super yellowed or anything like that. So what I'm going to do is tonight I'm going to take the car out for a test drive at night. I'm going to go to the same spot at the same time, kind of record some of what the headlights look like in a couple of different areas of my neighborhood, and then replace the headlights tomorrow and go out tomorrow night and see what the headlights look like with the new LED lights up. So you know, kind of my motto as my channel has kind of progressed is I don't want to make a 20-minute review video. It's all about being quick. You know, my whole concept is how-to videos for people who don't have time to watch them. So this isn't going to be a 10-minute video. In my opinion, when you're evaluating LED headlights, there's only a few criteria you're looking for. Obviously, the number one is you want to look for brightness and color. You know, does it illuminate the roadway better? Is the color, you know, does it make the colors pop or look more lifelike? Because the LED lights tend to be very white. The second thing is price, of course. It doesn't make sense to replace your headlights if this is going to cost $200, and these don't. They're very reasonably priced. Matter of fact, I'll have a link in the description to where you can purchase these on Amazon, but you'll see that the price is actually barely much more than purchasing some standard like Sylvania halogen bulbs. So I think it's well worth it to go with the LEDs. So price, obviously how bright they are, how well they cover the road. And then lastly, unfortunately, I won't cover in this video, it's just longevity. You know, how do they hold up to a standard halogen bulbs? I can tell you I've had a pair in my Highlander, and they're going on about a year now, and obviously they haven't failed at this point. But LED headlights do run really hot, much hotter than your halogen typically. Most of them come with a built-in little fan, as a matter of fact. So I'll address that later, you know, once these have been in the car for a while, just kind of like I typically do in my videos. But today we're going to be talking about really just price, which is going to be easy to discuss. And then I'm going to show you some before and after pictures with the old halogen bulbs in them, and then with the LED bulbs, give you my opinion, but more than that, let you kind of decide for yourself if it's worth it. Also, if you have a Lexus SUV and you're wondering how to change the light bulbs, I've got a video on that coming up next as well. It's not as easy as it should be. It drives me crazy at how hard it is to replace headlight bulbs now, but it is what it is. So thanks for watching. If you like, please like the video. Please subscribe, help me build this channel. I love doing this kind of thing for you guys. So I'm looking forward to kind of doing more videos. So help me out there. And also comment, tell me what you want to see. What other videos do you want me to make? I've taken a lot of my videos have been from your input already, so keep that up. All right, so let's take it out tonight and see what it looks like.
Okay, so this is just a stock picture of what the headlights look like. Obviously, depending on which model you need for your car, this will vary. So I'm just using a stock picture. You're going to see a link in the description below, as well as probably popping up on this video to my next video, which is going to be me actually installing these in the Lexus. So that'll give you a much better idea of what they look like, especially as what the install process looks like. Also, you'll see that they come with the built-in control module, and the plug is designed to plug right in. So no real, nothing you got to change. It snaps in just like your old ones. It does have a little bit longer of a cord here, and that's just because it takes a little bit different power to drive these LEDs than your standard headlights. So they have to include this module as part of it. Also, this is the fan. This is the breakout of the fan, which you'll see in my other video as well. I mentioned that these run a lot hotter. So there's a built-in fan that keeps the LED cool. And you'll see in the description that it's designed to give them about 5,000 hours of lifespan. Again, I'll post eventually on the lifespan of these guys. My other ones have been running for about a year now without any trouble. And lastly, of course, these guys are waterproof and dustproof, and they can handle temperature changes like the snow and things such as that. So if you take a look on here, you'll notice that this is just me driving through the neighborhood. Same time, this is 9:30 at night, both my before and after. And I tried to stop at almost the exact same spot. You'll notice that I'm a little bit different between the before and after picture, but this is before. So this is with the old standard stock headlights that came in the car, and it's a 2007. And then these are with the new LEDs. You can see I'm a little bit further up the road, but you can already tell a couple things. One, it's that bright white light that we talk about. the colors are much more realistic. That's one of the things that you don't realize that you're missing at nighttime when you're using standard halogen headlights, is that the colors are just not true. And really, it's not that big of a deal. But if you drove by something and illuminated it with your halogen headlights, and I asked you later what color it was, the color you said would not be accurate, especially compared to if it was illuminated with these LED lights. Pure white color, much prettier, and much more real life as to what it would look like in the daylight. Also, you'll see that it goes much further down the road, so you're getting a lot more throw on these headlights, and that's really one of the most important things. You can see further down the road with these, and that's a big part of safety. The last part you can notice is that the view is wider. So I'm going to go to the comparison of the two so you can see them. So you'll see that, like I mentioned before, you get further throw down the road, but you also get more, basically more light. You can notice that in the LED lights, you're actually seeing some of the trees on the right and left be illuminated. Whereas with your standard halogen bulbs, you just don't get that. So a little bit further out to the right and left as well, which also very important, because if you think about this, if you're driving, it's nighttime, you got your lights on. One of the most important things you're looking for is obstacles on the right and left-hand side of the road that you could run into. So very important to get that little bit of extra distance on the right and left-hand side. And lastly, let's talk about cost. So this is based on September 2019 comparison on Amazon. These Auxbeam LED lights are going for about $30. If you were to replace it with Sylvania's basic headlights, which are designed to mimic your OEM, those are around $20. And if you were to go with Sylvania's #1 headlight, their Silver Star Ultras, they're $43. I've tested the Sylvania Silver Star Ultras before. I will say they're good headlights. They have really bad life on them. You can actually pull up a lot of other reviews online as well. The Silver Star Ultras, they're not as bright and they don't have the range as the LEDs do. But one of the things they do have is drastically reduced life. I've tried them before, and I swear you end up replacing them like once or twice a year. They just don't have the lifespan. So I think the LEDs, especially these ones from Auxbeam, are absolute great value at $30. You can replace. So if you've got, depending on your car, $30 may be all it takes to replace all your lights. Or if you have a vehicle like the Lexus I have here that has separate low and high beam headlights, you're going to be looking at closer to $60. But that would also mean that with the Silver Star Ultras, you'd be looking at $86. So just depending on your vehicle, depends on how many of these you're going to need. But I highly recommend them. So please take a look in the description. You'll see I'll have a link directly to the Auxbeams. Again, they did send me one of these pairs for free that I tested. I ended up buying 2 more. So that should say something that I actually like them so much that I put them into my other vehicles. All right, so I hope this helps. Please like, subscribe, and let me know what you're looking for so I can keep making more videos. Thanks for watching. See you next time.